Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Reiss Nelson on loan to Hoffenheim, came off the bench. I think he played around 15 to 20 minutes. I never watched the game, but I've seen his goal. Well, I should have just said at the beginning. He scored his first goal for Hoffenheim, and yeah, man, he came off the bench and he scored to make it 1-1, I believe, if I can remember correctly. And yeah, that's what he was brought off the bench to do. So yeah, I'm happy for the man. In the same weekend where his friend Jadon Sancho obviously assisted a goal, I think Jadon Sancho was actually at the game that Reiss Nelson was playing. Lovely bromance between both of them, and I hope both of them go to do well, man. I mean, two South London wingers on the cusp of possibly England under 21s, depending on how they develop. Full England international recognition before the year's out. I say that with a bit of degree of cynicism because I don't know what Sancho more needs to do to get a call up. I'm not saying he needs to start, he needs to be in every game, but it would be nice that if he was to get some recognition because some men have been capped for less than that. But I'm sure they know what they're doing in regards to the England setup. It seems to be they're trying to keep a lot of the players in age groups together, whether that's to replicate what Germany did with Muller, Kroos, Ozil, or Spain. I don't know. But back to Reiss Nelson, 86th minute, he scored against Fortuna for Hoffenheim, and he's probably played himself into the starting lineup against Shakhtar Donetsk on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever Hoffenheim play in the Champions League. Of course, I'm exaggerating a bit, but it's down to him to put in these sort of performances when he comes off the bench to give his short-term manager in Nagelsmann, I can't say his name, Julian Nagelsmann, a German guy, to give him a headache in regards to the lineup and stuff like that. He is going to get game time. I mean, the man's got the 9 shirt. He's playing under a manager that gives young players chances at a club that gives young players chances with a small squad, so his chance will come. Could never have expected, and I'm sure Reiss Nelson didn't expect it to be a case where he just slid straight into the first team. We love that from an Arsenal selfish point of view, but that's not how it works, and that's not how it should work. Essentially, Nelson's had to start from the beginning because clearly they recognise his talents. I've just said reasons why, but when you look past all of that, okay, in a training session, he's just another player trying to start on Sunday, Saturday, whenever the midweek games, whenever they're on. So he needs to show it in every training session. It's not under 23s football. Show it in every game, which he will do. And it's nice to see. I really want him to start either against Shakhtar in the Champs or on the weekend against Dortmund. It would be nice if both Nelson and Sancho started. But that's what he needs to do. In terms of his goal, it was a lovely, if I can remember rightly, it was a lovely first touch with his right foot, and then he slotted it home with his weaker foot. I cannot remember correctly, but yeah, man, he did his thing. Like he really did his thing. Like he capped. Wait, was it Fortuna or was it Dusseldorf? I don't even know the name of the team that they played. It's quite irrelevant. I never watched the game, so I'm not gonna pretend I watched it. But either way, it's nice to see our man scored. Like that's bound to have done him the world of good. He ain't scored in the Premier League, but at least he's got his first like professional top league goal sort of thing. He scored in the top 5 league. He's doing his thing, and ultimately you want him to return a more confident. For me, clearly his ability is there. I want him to return as a more confident player. By that, I don't mean he's not confident. We've seen him at first team level doing stepovers. I want him to come back with his chest high, like would you like really and truly high, believing that he should start in the first team. Looking at Unai Emery, like, what do you mean you're starting Mkhitaryan and these lot in attacking positions ahead of me? I'm Reiss Nelson. We don't have a winger. I need to come into the side. Hopefully he comes back twice the player. For me, on top of that, because he's playing a season long loan there, he should come back more calculated, know when to release it, when to dribble, doing things quicker. Because if you look at Iwobi and Nelson, for example, I always say this to highlight the point with the young players. I said this with Jeffrey and Adley. Ability, Nelson clears Iwobi. Iwobi's my guy, but he clears him. What Iwobi has ahead of him is experience. Iwobi probably will lose the ball less in a Premier League game currently than Reiss Nelson because he's thinking quicker, because he's had to play at this level quicker. Nelson's probably still, he understands it. I mean, he made 16 appearances last year at first team level, 17 when you consider the minutes he got off the bench for Hoffenheim. But he's probably still in academy under 23 mode to a degree, in the sense that he knows he can skill up there, man. Turn, look up, receive it again. You want to see that at first team level. If you do that to a degree, you're going to get a kick. And you're going to need to do things quicker. Obviously, he probably needs to bulk up a bit as well. But what can I say, man? One game, one goal, 20 minutes or so, and he scored. So he did his thing. Yeah, he did his thing. Apologies for mixing up Dusseldorf and Fortuna to a degree. But either way, he came off the bench and bagged his goal. In fact, let me see who the hell it actually was. It was a good finish. Like, if I can find the highlights of that game, I'll actually watch it, to be fair with you. Hoffenheim. Come on, who did Hoffenheim play? Oh, shit, they lost. Oh, they lost. Damn. Yeah, it was Fortuna. I was right. It weren't Dusseldorf. Why is that there? Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, man. He capitalized on a mistake from someone. It must have been someone. I don't know why I put Dusseldorf. I ain't watching Harry Potter. But, yeah, I thought it was 1-1 just to see. Look, this must have been. I'm definitely going to try and watch this. This must have been quite the eventful game, people. Like, Fortuna 2, Hoffenheim 1. One Donny scored in the 45th minute. Nelson scored in the 86th minute, as I told you lot. And next Donny scored a penalty in the 88th minute, so 2 minutes later. So that must have been a game with full of emotions and a game with a lot of drama, to be fair with you. So yeah, man. Credit to Reiss Nelson for finally scoring. Well, why am I saying finally? That's deep. For scoring for his new club. Want to see him start. Trying to watch as many games as I possibly can for Reiss Nelson, just to have an informed opinion. I don't want to be saying his development's going good and I'm not watching my man. The same way I tell you lot when these players have left clubs and I'm bringing progress reports because I'm seeing what they're on. I'm never going to talk off the back of stuff I don't know. I'm never going to pretend I've watched games that I haven't. Like, I've only seen his goal. And it's nice to see he scored in the 86th minute. Ultimately, he came off the bench. That's what your manager wants you to do. Come off the bench and decide the game. And to a degree, it looked like he must have possibly done that. And then, yeah, man, it is what it is. Someone didn't do their job, or the whole team didn't do their job defensively, and they could have walked away with 1 point, and now they got none. So a lot of people will learn lessons from that. But there's not much more to say, man. Nelson, keep going. Want to see you start. Praying that you start. Supporting you all the way. Yeah, man. Reiss Nelson gang for life. I'm out.